We're heading towards the end of the year, plus it's October, it's the month of Halloween, the spookiest time of the year. Well, I guess, I mean, we don't really celebrate Halloween over here. But still, I thought that this would be a good excuse to take a look at some horror or like horror-related movies that have been released in 2017. Hence the horrors of 2017. So, spread out over October, I'll be taking a look at 10 horror movies. Good ones, bad ones, big ones, small ones, in no particular order. And this will be movies that had their wide release in 2017. You know, like maybe they did festivals earlier. Anyway, sounds cool? I thought so. And yes, I've already covered a few of the more popular 2017 titles, so obviously we're gonna skip those. Which means that we're gonna start with a little movie called The Devil's Candy.
But Mr. Herbal Reviews, why does it say 2015 on IMDb?
Well, Billy, it's because that's when it premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival. It wasn't until 2017 that it was generally released, you know, like a wide release. No one, shut up. So, directed by Sean Byrne? And where have I heard that name before? Ah, yes. He previously made The Loved Ones. I've talked about it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I know there's a lot of people out there that really dig that movie, so let's give this one a chance as well. What we have here is a bit of a heavy metal horror movie, if that's a thing. Problem, though, as one of the main characters said it best,
most people don't like metal.
Yeah, I'm one of them, but I do like a good horror movie, so bring it on. That was Jesse, by the way, and he and his wife, they just bought a new house. Of course, it's a house where two people died prior to them buying it, which is never a good idea in a horror movie, but it does have a nice room-like location where Jesse can work on his paintings, so it's all good. And then there's their edgy teenage daughter, who is a little cringy at times, but hey, that's a teenager for you. So that's all nice and well until this bear of a guy appears at their new house. And while there's nothing wrong with a stranger coming to your door, it's a bit of a different story when that guy is responsible for the aforementioned death in that house you just bought. So then it gets a little hostile and oh. Okay, I guess. But, you know, with a title like The Devil's Candy, you'd expect something a little more, maybe, I don't know, supernatural? You know, the devil, demons, evil spirits. And well, I guess I'm going into spoiler territory now, so y'all been warned. Because, well, that is kind of the one thing I didn't really like about this movie. Even though it's pretty subtle, but let me try and explain. So, the big guy, who I mostly recognize from his role in Identity, he hears the devil's voice, and he wants to bring him his candy, which is children, and which he does, and which is pretty fucked up. And it would have been so awesome if they would have just left it ambiguous as to whether or not he actually hears these voices or that it's just in his head. But the father, he also hears these voices in the house and they make him paint edgy shit. And that, I don't know, that just kinda ruins it a little bit for me. Because, you know, otherwise you'd have this really dark story about a psychopath kidnapping and killing kids, and now it's, I don't know, with the devil being involved, it just makes it a little less scary to me. And I know I might be nitpicking here, but I do feel that it kinda, you know, changes the tone of the overall movie quite a bit. And that just sucks because this movie has more than enough, like, sequences that are pretty effective. I mean, besides that the guy is fucking murdering children, just the idea of the stranger coming up to your door and leaving shit on your porch that you didn't ask for, and then later breaking in again, I don't know, to me that's a whole lot creepier than any potential devil, you know? I mean, this is real shit. But, in general, I thought it was pretty fun. It's barely 80 minutes long and it's pretty fast-paced. It's, you know, it's entertaining. Plus, the performances weren't even that bad. I was actually surprised by how effective I thought that the big guy and the little girl were. So, that's all good. I guess I just wish it was a little more out there, you know? It could have been a lot more graphic. Sure, it has some balls towards the end, but at the same time, it gets pretty stupid and unbelievable, and the CGI fire definitely doesn't help. But still, in the end, I'd say it's worth checking out. Even if you're not a big heavy metal fan, don't let that stop, you know, it didn't really bother me. Sometimes it, you know, it felt a little forced, but definitely nothing to ruin the whole experience. I mean, I used to rock my Slipknot shirt also back in the days. So, not the greatest horror movie ever made, but I personally enjoyed it a lot more than the loved ones. So yeah, check it out, and if you have already, what did you think? Let me know, and see you guys next time. Cheers!